And we're going to the right. Well, here we are. This is about a 3.7 mile hike. It is the 21st of July on a Sunday. This is my lake in the Missions. Well, there's a fish that rose over there. Beautiful lake. First time I've ever been in here. The elevation here is only about 6,200 feet, comparatively low for a western mountain range, but it does have, with the peaks and the canyons, it has a big feel. Oh, hey.
Hello.
Guys do any fishing?
Yeah, nothing up there at Hart.
Nothing up at Hart?
No.
How about here?
Didn't try here.
Yeah, the skeeters are vicious here. I have some repellent wipes with me. There's a few fish rising in here. I can't go to the right here. There's a log jam in the outlet. So it looks like I'm going to fish right off this point here, probably with my waders. There are some fish rising. We'll see. So there are two lakes above this in this basin. Both have golden trout, the two above this. This one's stocked with West Slope cutthroats. Very possibly might be some goldens in here that have drifted down from the other lakes. This is real pretty. Real pretty place. Pleased and blessed to be here. Well, I've been here for a while. Fished with a strike indicator and a chironomid and I can't remember what the other fly was, an AP emerger, and had no luck at all. I switched over. I had to tie up a floating leader, and I switched over to a brown and yellow emergent sparkle pupa because there's caddis on the water. And the fish seem to be keying in on them. So I switched over to that and just resumed fishing. And here we go, a little West Slope, I think. Just a little guy. That I need to get unhooked. There we go. So what's going on here is there's caddis that are ovipositing. And they're running along the water, and these fish are keying in on them. And so I basically got this emergent sparkle pupa on. It's a brown and yellow, and basically what I'm doing with it is I'm skating it. I'm running it, and the fish are hitting it. It's my second fish here in about 15 minutes. Another little West Slope, These, oh, I don't know, are small to average for 3-year-olds. Obviously quite a bit smaller than what I was catching the other day at here we go. There he goes. So there's the caddis. I think this is, I'll go see if we can get into the sun here a little bit more on him. There's generally two types you find up in here, sometimes 3. This is either an Ocetus, the longhorn sedge, or it could be a summer flyer, which is a limnophilus. The ones that are skating on the water are Ocetus. But lake dwelling caddis, and the fish are keying in on them. And well, situation. It's about 1:30, and I'm at this lake in the Missions here. And what we got going on is we've got 2 kinds of caddis on the water. I've waded across the outlet stream to get over here because I've seen a lot of fish rising over here. Excellent fishing spot. And what you're seeing is there's several fish in here that are cruising and taking these caddis off the water. So what I've done here is this is kind of a special situation that you don't run into too often, but what I've got is I've got a fly on here called the dancing caddis, and it's one of Gary LaFontaine's patterns. I'm probably the only one in the world that still uses it. It's for very specific situations like this. It's tied upside down, so it floats flush on the water. Really great for skating. And it presents a really good silhouette to the fish in the water. The problem with it is because of the upturned hook, it's very difficult to hook fish. You have to kind of wait about a second before you try to set the hook on them. So we'll see. All right, I caught this fish out here. It's like my second cast. He was cruising. He's a nice guy. He's a little bit bigger than what I've been catching this morning. He took this little dancing caddis. Pretty little west slope. This is rather technical fly fishing for the high country, which is all right. It's easy, everybody'd be doing it. But there he is. He took the fly. If I can just get the fly out. And there's the release. So I've got a really nice fish here that is doing his best to get me into a log. Really pretty west slope. Very nice west slope. I nabbed him. He's a nice fish for this lake. Wow. Everything else I've been catching has been kind of dinky, but he's all right. He's probably 13, maybe 14. There we go. Boy, he just does not want to come in here. Nice fish, though. All right, homie. Boy, they are just good fighters in this water. There he is. And I don't know how I'm going to get that fly out. There you go. Now what you can do with this fly is you can let it sit. You can let it sit and see how they respond to that. There's a fish over here that's kind of cruising towards it. I don't know that he sees it. The other thing you can do is you can move it. That's another thing you can do. I went with a ginger, and I probably should have selected a brown and yellow. I noticed that they're kind of, when the water's flat, they tend to refuse it. So the other thing you can do is you cast it out there, you let it sit, and then what you do with it is you give it about 10 seconds, and then you give it a real fast retrieve to skate it, just like this. And what you're imitating is you're imitating the longhorn sedge, what it does. And there's a fish there that really doesn't like it. There's two of them there. And they're kind of wise to my scheming, I guess. Let it sit. He's turning. We'll see what he does here. He probably won't. Oh. Now see, a little bit of breeze helps that sometimes. And he took the natural what he did is he took the natural right next to it. An all right fish too. This is a little bit more reasonable for a 3-year-old. So I'm on my way out. This is Glacier Lake below. And looking back up into the basin. Wow, pretty. The elevation here is only about 6,100, 66,000, something like that. But it has a big mountain feel to it. And this is Glacier, looking at the outlet. Amazing country. Here we go again. I'm hiking out. This is Glacier below. Look at that view. Isn't that awesome? So I'm actually on the way out on the road and just thought I'd show this vista here. So those are the Swan Mountains. They're across the Swan River Valley. And in back of me are the Mission Mountains, which is where I've been hiking. Let's do a little zoom here. Very pretty country up here.